Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our presentation on social influences on learning. Today, we'll be diving into the key agents and mechanisms that shape how we learn, including the important roles played by peers, family, teachers, culture, and media. We'll explore various theories, examine their effects, and discuss the educational implications of these powerful influences. I'm excited to take you through this fascinating topic and uncover how social factors contribute to our learning experiences. When we talk about social influences on learning, it's important to recognize the key social agents that play a role. These include peers, family, teachers, culture, and media. Each one uniquely shapes how we learn and grow. For instance, these agents don't just relay information, they impact our motivation to learn, how we acquire knowledge, develop skills, and even influence our behavior within learning environments. Peers are especially important because they provide opportunities for social interaction and can foster a healthy sense of competition, which often drives us to improve. Family members contribute by offering emotional support and necessary resources that create a supportive learning atmosphere. Teachers act as guides and role models, helping us navigate new concepts and encouraging positive learning habits. Meanwhile, culture plays a foundational role by embedding core values and language, shaping the context in which learning happens. Lastly, media serves as a powerful tool by making information more accessible and engaging, often expanding our learning beyond traditional settings. Together, these social influences create a dynamic environment that profoundly affects how we learn. Let's dive into some key theories and research that explain how social influences shape learning. First, Vygotsky's sociocultural theory highlights the importance of social interaction in learning. He introduces the idea of a zone of proximal development, where learners can reach higher levels of understanding with guidance from others than they could alone. This shows the value of support and collaboration. Next, Bandura's social learning theory focuses on learning through observation. According to Bandura, we learn a lot by watching and modeling the behaviors of those around us, which means that role models and social environments are crucial. Moving on, Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory reminds us that learning is influenced by multiple layers of social context. This ranges from immediate environments like family and school to broader societal and cultural systems, all of which interact to affect development. Empirical research also supports the power of social influences. Studies on peer collaboration show that working together with classmates often leads to better learning outcomes by encouraging discussion, problem solving, and shared understanding. Finally, research on family involvement demonstrates that when families actively participate in the learning process, students tend to achieve more. This involvement creates a supportive environment that reinforces educational efforts. Together, these theories and findings underscore just how critical social contexts and interactions are in shaping how we learn. When we look at the different types of social influences on learning, several key factors come into play. First, peers are incredibly important. They motivate us socially, whether through friendly competition or by working together cooperatively. This interaction helps keep us engaged and develops our skills in meaningful ways. Then there's a family, which plays a crucial role by providing emotional support, setting clear expectations, and offering the resources needed to keep learning on track over time. Teachers also have a significant impact. They guide us by giving feedback, offering encouragement, and modeling the attitudes and behaviors we should aim to adopt. Beyond these immediate influences, culture shapes how we think and learn by embedding core values, established norms, and language within the learning process itself. Lastly, media offers both opportunities and challenges. It opens up access to a vast range of information and ways to engage, but also comes with the risk of distraction or misinformation, which learners need to navigate carefully. Together, these social influences create a complex web that shapes how we learn and grow. When we talk about social influence on learning, several key mechanisms come into play. First, modeling is fundamental. Learners watch others and imitate behaviors, which helps them pick up new skills more effectively. Then, social feedback acts as reinforcement. When learners receive approval or disapproval from others, it motivates them to adjust their behavior accordingly. Collaboration is another crucial element. Working together on problem-solving tasks allows learners to combine their knowledge, deepening their understanding in the process. Communication, especially through dialogue, plays a vital role too. It helps construct and clarify knowledge between learners and instructors. Lastly, social identity influences motivation. Feeling part of a group shapes how learners see themselves and drives their engagement, making this connection essential for sustained learning. These mechanisms together highlight how deeply social interactions shape the learning process. Let's look at some examples of social influence in learning. First, peer tutoring is a powerful tool. It benefits both the tutor and the learner by reinforcing their own understanding and helping them develop important communication skills. Next, parental involvement plays a crucial role. When parents are engaged in their children's education, students tend to perform better academically and have more consistent attendance. Cultural differences also have a big impact on learning. These differences influence preferred learning styles and how students interact with the material, making it important to consider diversity in teaching methods. Lastly, educational media offers interactive and accessible ways to learn, but it's essential to guide students critically to avoid misinformation. Each of these examples shows how social factors shape the learning experience in meaningful ways. When we think about the educational implications of social influences, there are several key strategies to consider. First, creating collaborative learning environments is essential. By encouraging students to work together, we tap into the power of peer interaction, which often leads to a deeper and more meaningful understanding of the material. Next, family engagement plays a crucial role. When families are actively involved in education, they provide a strong support system that reinforces learning beyond the classroom walls, making the educational experience more holistic and impactful. Another important aspect is culturally responsive teaching. Recognizing and respecting students' diverse backgrounds not only makes learning more relevant to them, but also fosters an inclusive atmosphere where everyone feels valued. In today's information-rich world, media literacy education is vital. Teaching students how to critically evaluate the sources of their information prepares them to navigate the vast amount of media they encounter daily and make informed decisions. Finally, teachers themselves are powerful social influences. When educators act as positive role models, they encourage instructive behaviors and attitudes in their students, helping to shape their social and academic growth in meaningful ways.